So today, first I will introduce you to COLEAD and the Market Insights Department. And then my colleague Wei Ting Yao will take over and present you the Avocado Sector Study and its three chapters, one on avocado pulp, IQF avocado, and avocado oil. And as I said, at the end, we will come back with a short question and answer session. In total, we aim to about 45 to 50 minutes of webinar. So it will be short and intense. Yes, Alexander. So at the end of this webinar, you should know more about the role of COLEAD and the Market Insights Department, and of course, what the Avocado Sector Study and what it is and what it contains. And you will have a sense of the market opportunities and the ingredients for success. But first, I will present COLEAD for the people who don't know us that much or who are not yet familiar with us and our department. So COLEAD, we are the Committee Linking Entrepreneurship Agriculture Development. It's our new name since last year. Before we were known as COLEAD, and last year we celebrated also our 50 years of existence as an organization. So we have quite a long track record. We are a private sector non-for-profit organization with about 500 members from 49 countries. And we link public and private sectors by developing and providing the tools, knowledge, and expertise in horticulture. But now we are also expanding from fruit and vegetables to more general, the agri-food products. And also, this is because we are funded by different programs, by different donors. And besides fresh products, we are also broadening our scope to processed products. And this webinar is actually a good example of that because we will be talking about processed forms of avocado. And also our scope geographically is broadening a bit from the EU markets to also more paying attention to local and regional markets. So that's very quickly COLEAD. We provide a set of tools and digital resources that are available to you as partners, as beneficiaries, and to the wide public, a big part of it. And they're accessible via different platforms. So we have our e-library where you can freely download many publications, such as this sector study that we will present today, but also technical cropping guides, training guides, and many more. We have our e-learning platform that has different self-learning courses on a wide variety of topics, such as production, trade, sanitary, phytosanitary aspects, management, and so on. We have an analytics page where you can browse our interactive dashboards that the Market Insights Department is managing. There you can just access data on trade, on production, and it's interactive, so you can browse our data warehouse. We provide info on EU regulations and standards affecting the sector, and that you can find on the AgriInfo platform, which is very interesting to follow the latest changes and updates for trade with EU. We have also our self-assessment system, so our sustainability self-assessment system, which is a tool that we offer to our beneficiaries so they can improve their practices and consolidate their financial viability. We have news and events monitoring. We share them with social media and our webpage and so on. And we have a very broad network of actors along the value chain that we try to bring together to share their knowledge, to exchange, and create a collective impact in the industry. Then on the next slide here, you can see a bit how does COLEAD work. So we have a holistic approach that can be visualized in like 3 pillars, like on this slide. Today's webinar is by the Market Insights Department. We are in the first pillar, There is also a research and innovation brokerage and regulations and standards departments that are in the first pillar. And all of these departments have the aim to support our partners' beneficiaries to increase their market access. And once they have a good market access, we arrive to the second pillar where we strengthen really the value chains. And that is the core of our activities. That is the technical assistance department and also the training department. They are most close to our beneficiaries in the different countries where we are active. They build support frameworks, they implement them, they provide collective or tailor-made trainings and other support. So this is really the biggest part of our activities. And then we arrive to the third pillar where we try to leverage impact through collaborations with partners, so other organizations, where we try to have more impact on policy and regulations level. But we have also an aspect where we try to facilitate the access to finance to our partner beneficiaries, so they have easier access to external funding. So that's COLEAD in how we are organized. And then I will just talk one more moment about the marketing sites department. So with our department, what do? We translate quantitative and qualitative information data into actionable insights that can directly or indirectly facilitate your business and decision making. We monitor the data that include, for example, trade, production, consumers, perspectives, and so on. And we share our insights with you under different formats, such as our dashboards, the newsletters, social media posts, this type of webinars, but also other reports such as the sector study. And we also have a study recently published like this one on avocado. We have one published on mango with different chapters on processed mango forms. And we are planning to launch one on citrus and maybe on pineapple this year. So more will come up. We also do provide some business support with our department. That's more demand driven and for members and beneficiaries. But if you are interested, feel free to drop us an email after this presentation. And now I will pass on the word to my colleague, Wei Ting Yao, that will present you our freshly published sector study on processed avocado. Thank you.
All right. Thanks a lot for Kun for the presentation of COLEAD and our department. Everyone can hear me? Oh, good. I would imagine. So before diving into the details of about different processed avocado products, their market opportunities, and how to run a successful business, let me just quickly share a bit about the avocado sector study we did last year. Why did we work on this topic after all? In order to understand that, it's important for us to start by looking at the avocado market as a whole. Opportunities in fresh avocados are on the rise, with increased planting worldwide. This expansion opens up new regions and boosts avocado availability. However, avocado consumption in the European market still lags behind the US market, for instance, where it's seen significant growth in the past decade. To stimulate the demand, especially in Europe, and tap into the emerging markets like China, India, fresh avocado growers are likely to promote their products. This presents a promising prospect for those who are interested in avocado processing. And I hope that could be interested in the current 75 participants here today. Apart from the spillover benefits from the increasing demand in fresh avocado, the handler issue are also going to create some opportunities for processing. As you may know, that they ripen unpredictably, often resulting in the unappealing fruits. You only need to have bought or like handled avocados once or twice to realize that you never really quite know that when it's ripe. very often, like buyers end up with unappetizing, discolored fruit with a change flavor. Avocados are also prone to browning or like bruising and affecting the final product's quality. And they have a very relatively short shelf life, particularly once they've been cut and opened, which creates more incentives to process them to keep the value. And on the other hand, while the demand is growing, like worldwide, it's not keeping the pace with the supply. Depending on your growth predictions, entering the processing market could help mitigate the risks. So we conduct this study by focusing on 3 most popular processed avocado products, namely the avocado pulp, the frozen avocado. Also, we will interchangeably use the word IQF in this presentation, and avocado oil. At this moment, IQF is likely the larger to have the larger share in the market, but pulp would be the future. Avocado oil, it's still a relatively new product. So the study aims to answer 3 main questions: which product, which market, and which technology offer opportunities. To answer these 3 questions, we explored 5 topics, as you can see on the slides. For market demand, we examined trends driving avocado demand, including the customer types, locations, and quality standards. And moving on to the supply section, we explored trends, seasonality, and technology that affect product supply. We also dived into the value chain structures, storage, transport requirements, and necessary equipment. To ensure a successful business, the economic perspectives were also analyzed in the study. Based on the analysis, we try to bring this together in relevant issues and opportunities, as well as some insightful nuggets around what you would need to do in order to succeed with each opportunity. All right, having shared a lot about this study, I'm sure you're excited to find out what's the outcome of it. Without further ado, let's get started with the first processed avocado product, the avocado pulp. You might be wondering what it is, but I would imagine you already be interested in, or you're already in the processing avocado business. Well, it's probably what you have imagined. It's the mashed flesh of avocados, typically made by destoning, which is removing the pit of this avocado, scooping out the flesh, and then pressed into a creamy paste. That sounds quite delicious, right? The following slides showcase the common use of the avocado pulp. The avocado pulp is highly sought after in the guacamole market, driven by the popularity of Mexican cuisine and health-conscious food trend. This demand leads to various guacamole products in different flavors, textures, and packaging. In the food service industry, avocado pulp also serves as a convenient substitute for fresh avocado, addressing the handling challenges and shortcomings. There's also a niche market exists for packaged food incorporating avocado pulp, including baby foods, vegetable juice, and smoothies. So why, after all, choose avocado pulp? So first of all, it has a clear advantages over the fresh avocado. Firstly, it guarantees a perfect taste as the fruit is picked ripe. This ensures consistent, delicious avocado flavor all the time. Additionally, it's the most natural option as the pulp is simply packaged and shipped, maintaining its quality. With ideal texture and color, avocado pulp promises a great consumer experience. Importantly, it boasts a longer shelf life than fresh avocado, lasting up to 3 months when stored properly. And moreover, advancements in technology make it ambient stable, which means that they can be stored outside the fridge, offering convenience and versatility. Now, let's shift our focus from the product itself to where the market potential lies geographically. Avocado pulp offers a great alternative to fresh avocado in the food and beverage industry due to its excellent qualities. By examining import data and prices of fresh avocados, we gain some insights into the demand for avocado pulp. The map you're currently seeing on the slides provides us with input in terms of volume by 1,000 tons against the price per kilo of fresh avocado being imported into the countries. If we look at by value, we can see that from left to right, in the decreasing order of price per kilo, the orange dots on the slides, starting with Germany, France, Japan, and UK, and the Netherlands, those are the countries that stand out as promising market with opportunities for significant profits. So what kind of avocado they're looking for? As this product replace a fresh avocado, we can expect the buyers are looking for a product that approximate the experience, the quality and the claims of fresh avocado, and we can see that indeed in this product specifications. Buyers are looking for avocado very specific variety has primarily or varieties that might approximate the Hass experience. In terms of appearance, people are looking for the green looks in the texture and the appearance as it's fresh. As for the shelf life, it can last 18 to 24 months after production, which raises a very interesting question we will dive into in the next slides. It is generally preservative-free and clean label as possible. If stabilizers are added, these need to be stabilizers coming from natural origin. Ascorbic acid, citric acid, salts are some examples. And storage condition wise, above 18 degrees in the ambient environment would work just fine, which brings a lot of beauty for the avocado pulp. And lastly, from the packaging perspective, there's a focus on food service sector and on maintaining the shelf life and integrity of the product. Smaller pack size, like 1 kilo, 2 kilo, or like 5, and in some instances, like asked by clients, the product is shipped in vacuum pack bags in the size we just mentioned. And often, in fact, I would say mostly performed and typically shaped in the boxes of 6-pack. Remember earlier we have said that a question has been raised, which is how the suppliers are able to achieve the shelf life from like 18 to 24 months without preservatives. And the answer lies in the technology that's being used to be able to produce and process and pack the product, which is the high pressure pasteurization or processing technology, or we call it HPP in this presentation. HPP is a modern way to keep food safe without using the heat. It works by applying intense pressure to food for a specific time, effectively killing harmful microorganisms. Unlike traditional methods, HPP doesn't affect the taste, the texture, or nutrients within the food. Here's how it works. Your product is packed in a very special bag and placed inside a high pressure chamber. The pressure inside the chamber increases, pasteurizing the product and making it safe to eat. This process keeps the fruit fresh without needing the preservatives. Starting with a small capacity around 270 kilograms per hour, HPP technology can be scaled up by adding more units or increasing the size. This allows for processing up to 3 tons of food per hour. The cost varies depending on the size and the capacity, ranging from 700,000 to 3 million euros for the larger setup. Despite its benefits, HPP does have like limitations. Firstly, the equipment and operation costs are very high. Specialized machines that are capable of generating up to 600 megapascal of pressure are needed, which can be very expensive to purchase and maintain. And additionally, HPP uses a lot of energy and water and creates waste from packaging materials. And it's also worth noting that HPP may not eliminate all microorganisms, particularly spores, viruses, and molds. So to succeed in the avocado pulp business, there are key factors to consider. Firstly, it's a technology-driven opportunity with significant investment cost. To ensure commercial sustainability, focus on efficient equipment usage and maximizing your production volume within the processing capacity. You can diversify your product range for a broader market appeal. The high HPP system enables safe packaging of well-raised products without compromising the qualities or certifications. This versatility allows for quick shifts between your avocado pulp, your juice, or even sausages pasteurization. And on the other hand, quality is crucial. Use only high quality undamaged fruit to maintain the freshness, the flavor, and the color of the pulp. Implement robust quality manager systems and hiring the manager in quality management to ensure the consistency in product standards throughout the processing. So that's about the avocado pulp. And let's get us onto a very important opportunity. And it's probably one of the older technologies we've been using in fruit and food processing, which is frozen avocado, which in our case, we will discuss IQF. So what is frozen avocado? Well, they have the slices, the dices, and halves of ripe avocados that are rapidly frozen, and that is quite key for shelf stability. Just quickly show you a few pictures of how it looks once the product are defrosted. So the very first picture from the left to the right would be the dices, the slices, and the halves. So why use IQF avocado products and what are they used for? So firstly, they're very convenient. You will find frozen avocado pieces in many stores. In our experience, like we can find it in supermarket chains for home use, for instance, making a smoothie or like veggie drinks. Another use is to make guacamole and dips, which is also used, like we also use avocado pulp in those kind of setup, which we were talking about earlier. Well, fresh avocado are commonly used as well. Here using frozen diced avocado will add a little nice texture, making the dip feel more authentic. The food service industry is also a big market for IQF. Handling frozen avocado is similar to avocado pulp, but IQF offers even easier handling. This makes it a very good alternative to fresh avocado for food in service industry. And lastly, there's a small but growing market for packaged food ingredients, like what you see here, the avocado fries, were sliced for a frozen pizza. So demand for IQF avocado is on the rise, but why is that so well? It's like having the benefits of fresh avocados without the hassle. IQF lasts much longer than the fresh avocado with a shelf life of several years compared to just a few days of fresh avocado. Plus, it's tougher and more robust, making it easier to handle. Since the fruit is picked at just the right ripeness, you can count on consistent quality. This makes a popular choice in the food services sector where the interest is slightly increasing. Due to the demand in replacing the fresh avocado, appearance matters for AQF, so which is similar to an avocado pulp. When defrosted, it should look and feel ripe. All varieties are in demand with appearance resembling fresh, bright green pulp sold in slices or dices or halves. But of course, Hass variety after benchmarking is always highly preferred. Clients may have specific requirements in terms of the size, in terms of the variety, in terms of the shape. Similar to avocado pulp, AQF has a shelf life of 18 to 24 months using natural stabilizers like ascorbic acid and store in minus 18 Celsius degree. It's crucial. Packaging wise, we're again looking for 1 kilogram bags, 6x6 bag per kilo carton, and 84 carton per pallet. And very much like the avocado pulp, the demand for AQF in Africa or in other avocado growing countries follows similar trends to fresh avocados. This means that countries like Germany, France, Japan, UK, and the Netherlands presents very lucrative opportunities for high sales profits. That sounds a bit too good to be true, right? When it comes to our IQF avocado, it's crucial to understand that the success requires significant initial investment and substantial production capacity. And like smaller scale operations, IQF processing is a large scale operation. This means that substantial investment is needed upfront to establish the necessary infrastructure and equipment. Furthermore, a considerable production capacity is required to meet the demands of the market efficiently. That's introducing the IQF avocado machinery. With its high capacity, this unit can freeze avocado quickly. Typically, it can freeze 3 tons per hour. That means you can process avocados around 24 tons in the 8-hour shift or 72 tons in the 24 hours. The cost of this machinery, including shipping and construction of a suitable factory space, is approximately 1.6 million euros for a European equipment like Swedish manufacturer Octofrost, or alternatively 1.1 million euros for a Chinese equipment. It's a significant investment, but it offers substantial freezing capacity. In essence, you can expect around 72 batches of finished product daily. It's worth noting that this machinery can handle a much larger volume of fresh fruit compared to traditional freezing process method. So how should we ensure that you will have a success in the IQF avocado business? Firstly, investment capital is essential for both starting and expanding your IQF business. Whether it's securing the equipment, the facilities, or hiring skilled staff to maintain and to adequate capital is the bedrock for growth and sustainability. Secondly, operating at a large scale is crucial for efficiency. By leveraging economies of scale, you can optimize production processes, reduce costs, and ultimately enhance your competitiveness in the market. Thirdly, achieving excellence in operations and sourcing is paramount. This entails meticulous attention to detail in every stage of production, from selecting the finest avocado to employing state-of-art freezing techniques. That's also why we were mainly focusing on the IQF processing technology. By maintaining these high standards, you can deliver superior quality products consistently. Lastly, Effective marketing strategy are also vital for capturing market share and building brand recognition. From targeted advertising campaigns to engaging with your potential customers through social media platforms, B2B directories, a well-crafted marketing approach can amplify your visibility and attract loyal customers. So after AQF, we're going to move on to our last processed avocado product today, which is avocado oil. Throughout the history, oil has always seen as a byproduct. However, avocado oil always stands apart. Let's start with what it is. Avocado oil comes from pressing the flesh of avocados, sometimes even including the skin. This gives us a mild taste and make it packed with nutrients. Plus, it can handle high temperatures without burning easily. This high smoke point means that you can use it for frying, for baking, and more different options. And it's a great alternative to oils like sunflower oil, etc. Avocado oil is still a niche market, but consumers can already find it primarily used in food products, especially as an ingredient in salad dressing. Increasingly, avocado oil has been used in packaged food products, particularly vegan products. Here we have an example of a mayonnaise, but instead of making it from eggs, it's a vegan one made from avocado oil. It's also making a way into like cosmetics, featuring cleansers, moisturizers, and body lotions. Additionally, there's a growing recognition of its health benefits, leading to its inclusion in some pharmaceutical or nutraceutical supplements. People are increasingly interested in avocado oil due to their health benefits. It contains healthy fats that can positively impact cholesterol levels. It also has a high smoke point, as we were just saying, making a suitable substitute for cooking oil. With the rise of plant-based and vegan diets, there's also growing demand for healthier fats, like those found in avocado oil. This trend is shifting consumers away from less healthy seed oil. Therefore, selling avocado oil aligns with this health-conscious preference. When looking at the market demand geographically, it's tricky to pinpoint specific trade data for avocado oil due to its relatively small presence. However, we can draw insights from the trade in healthy oils like olive oil. Olive oil is renowned for its health benefits and has a significant market share. We can see that some of the largest countries importing olive oil that are USA and Italy, Portugal, Spain, France, Brazil, and Germany. Those are the countries that you can consider as the volume to export your avocado oil. And if we, in terms of the price, Germany, Japan, Brazil, and Netherlands, and France are the markets that people are willing to pay a higher price for quality, healthy oils. And you might consider them as if you aim for a premium product. In the world of avocado oil, an important insights coming out of the study, as with all oil, it's a shelf-stable product in demand, and the specifications of the product are key to the market demands. Whether you're targeting the crude oil market or aiming at more premium end with your virgin oil, each market segment has its own requirements. While they may both look in pale green, give you a subtle avocado hints, need similar storage conditions to reach the shelf life, the difference lies in the details. For crude oil, you can use different avocado varieties catering to local taste. Packaging typically involves bulk oil in 210-liter drums. Virgin oil, on the other hand, represents the premium tier. It's made from high-value avocados rich in oil, like oleic acid, with tightly controlled acidity levels. Quality fruit with low acidity, no bruising, and over ripeness produce a superior product, commanding high prices in the market. Besides, packaging for virgin oil can also differ from buyer to buyer's request. Whether you're targeting the crude oil market or aiming for the premium market, each segment has its own requirements, but also the other way around. That's one of the key takeaways we would like to share. And how different are we requiring for avocado to be used to make either bulk oil or virgin oil? Let's break it down. For crude bulk oil, you can use avocados with higher acidity levels, lower quality ones, or slightly bruised ones. This allows for greater variation in fruit quality and local varieties. Production is on the larger scale, typically involving barrels and containers, which brings down the price per kilo. And on the other hand, virgin oil demands near-perfect avocados akin to export-grade fruit. Has variety is preferred and quality is absolutely essential. Product is on the smaller scale, often catering to a specific customer demand with pre-packaged or specialty size. Therefore, virgin oil commands higher price per kilo. Virgin oil is usually supplied to premium oil suppliers, importers, and finds significant demand in the beauty and cosmetics industry due to its superior quality. Lastly, to set yourself up for success with avocado, we would suggest you to take a few key steps. Firstly, it's crucial to tailor the quality of your product to the right market. If you're dealing with crude oil, you'll likely be selling in bulk at lower prices, so traders who value quantity. On the other hand, if you're in virgin oil segments, you'll be catering to traders who prioritize the high quality, even if it means for smaller volumes. Understanding the dynamics of the global markets and aligning your product with the appropriate market segment is essential. For some suppliers, focus on the local markets may be the best strategy. This could mean exclusively supplying to local market if you have, for instance, lower quality or limited quantity of your avocado oil. Local markets can play a significant role in avocado oil trade, especially considering that many avocado producing countries are selling the packaged and branded oil products locally. So that's about the 3 products we would like to share, and especially the different opportunities in the market and the successful ingredients for you to launch the business. And we would like to invite you to check out the studies, which is divided by different chapters, as you can see on the slides. You have from the pulp, the AQF, and the oil. We also have the food study, and as said by my colleague earlier, the slides will be shared, and you're able to click over the image or the title to access all the study. And to also inform you that we are also organizing some other webinars in the coming years, including the webinars about like our data dashboards and data, so that how you can manage to use our dashboard to navigate in the market insights. For this topic, we have prepared both English session and French session to catering the different needs and the different language speakers. You can also find the different links in the slides that we are going to share. Our website, the e-library, where you can find the sector study, our e-learning platform, where you can find 7-8 different topics on the self-paced learning, but also the tutor training that you're invited to sign up. We also have our info platform that are monitoring and translating the regulatory updates happening in the European market. And feel free, if you have any questions, would like to reach out on certain topics, or would you like to share, if you like to share any feedback for this webinar, don't hesitate to write our email to network@colleague.link. And now we're opening the Q&A session. I'm sure I've already seen like some questions passing by in the chat, and I'm sure you will be curious.
Okay, so I will look at the questions and we will try to answer a few of them. For example, we had a question on if other than IQF, there are other technologies available to freeze avocados. Yeah, IQF is generally the most used technique and the most adapted one. But of course, there are other techniques. We have not gone into detail, but there are cryogenic freezing, for example, where avocados are dipped into liquid nitrogen. There are air blast freezing and some other techniques. We can prepare a small section on that in the follow-up email, just to give you a small overview of available techniques and whether they are applied or not. As said, we will share the recordings with you and the slides. Then somebody was wondering if there are any people who have invested in HPP technology in East Africa, and I find it a very interesting question. We cannot name companies like that by heart, but we will definitely inquire in our network. And if these companies are willing to be contacted, we will share their information with you, and maybe you can reach out and ask questions directly to them or some experience. There is another question on how do you freeze? Well, I think it was later on presented in the presentation, so that you can find back in the slides and the recordings. Some other questions. Why Hass avocado is more preferred? Well, in general, it's it has a very consistent quality, a high oil content. It's very popular, so it's produced a lot everywhere, and it allows exporting fresh besides processing. But it's not a must. There was also another question, for example, if local avocados can be used. And I think if they apply to the quality demands of the buyers, I think it's an option to use other varieties. But we will investigate a bit more in this and we'll share with you. I see many other questions. Is there one you would like to pick? I'm asking my colleagues.
Okay.
Cold pressed. Yeah, the typical equipments. Good question. Yeah, maybe Wei can address this one. She's following. Yes, yeah.
So for a question from Foster's, we indeed in the slides we didn't mention the equipment for the oil pressing because it's quite widely used. Technology is also quite mature. The oil is cold pressed and using like 4 to 5 pieces of equipment from the destoner crusher, to remove the stone, and then like heat exchanger to increase the temperature of fruit and prepare for mixing. And then you conduct like a mechanical mixing of the avocado to produce a smooth paste. And they're moving on, like there's a decanter that's like to spin the avocado paste, allowing the oil to separate out. So that would be I would say the main technology that that are essential for this procedure. And estimated cost of the avocado oil production line sourced from like Italian machinery. If we're aiming to like 3 tons per hour capacity, then the cost is around like 300,000. But for more information, feel free to look into the study. Like we have prepared all the information for you. I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, in the meantime, I see many other questions coming up, but also our time is slowly running out. But just write them down and we will compile all the questions and take our time to answer and send the answers by email. And we will try to inform you all as much as possible on your questions. Um, so. Yeah, I think we will conclude here. Thanks a lot for your presence. We had about 90 participants from many countries, so it's really amazing. Thanks for being here, and the recordings will be online, so feel free to share it with colleagues or other contacts that couldn't attend today. Most welcome. Thanks a lot.